you see. So that's something I changed my view on more recently. And the last thing I put that's kind of more just like fitness, health related is fasting. When I got into fasting, as I think many of us who did a whole snake diet thing, you know, that's how we learned about fasting. I think many of us got a little brainwashed by cold speed, you know, like it's terrible to eat too often, you know, and everyone has to fast. You're basically, like, he even said himself he's gonna do 48 till the day he dies, which of course didn't hold up because it doesn't make sense. So I love fasting, but I've just seen that there's so many nuances to it, you know. Even eating, someone like me, if I eat it happens now. I would say now when I'm bulking 3 to 5 times per day, depending on the day, what it looks like. You know, it's not that it's bad to eat 5 times per day if you eat good food and you exercise and do all the other stuff, you know. But I think people should have the ability, you shouldn't have to go snacking all that. It's a different, you know, being addicted, and just for me it's purely like, how will I even get in all the food if I don't split it up now, as I've gotten more fit to and have a higher energy expenditure even than when I started fasting, even if I was decently fit, you know. So while I still love fasting as a tool, I see it more now as a tool to implement at certain times at different like intensities, if you will, and it's just not for everyone all the time. And Patricia, I've been there. At some point, I was watching a lot of Cole's videos and I was feeling guilty when I was eating even good quality, nutritious food. It fucked my relationship with food for a while. Well, you know, there's always a balance with that. It's good if a guy like Cole can, you know, force you to remind yourself to not eat so fucking much sometimes. But yeah, like you say, you're eating even good food and you're not supposed to feel bad about that, you know. Eating is something we had to eat, right? So yeah, I think that was the problem, really, that it's not only, didn't only go on about the quality of the foods you eat, it's just eating in general, you know. And of course, some people are quite ridiculous with how they just have to snack on stuff all the time. And that's kind of my position, you know. It's one thing if you're like a guy like myself, you train a lot, you know, trying to put on weight. It's kind of hard to make it happen in a good way without eating more often, but I can. If I wanted to fast tomorrow, I could, no problem, you know. So yeah, I agree. It's not good that people just start feeling guilty about eating whatsoever. It's kind of good if you feel some guilt if you start eating crap, you know. You know, it serves a purpose. You can listen to the guilt and be like, I should, I should do something different here. But yeah, no good if you're eating a nice steak and some potatoes and feel bad about that you of course shouldn't. Okay, that's it for the chat for now. Remind you can support me with a super chat if you get anything out of what I say here at all, or check out the Solar Store, link in the description, or become a Patreon for as little as $1 per month if you choose to do so. I know Sebastian here is a Patreon. I'm pretty sure Don is Martin, and he's a patron too, right? So I appreciate you guys. Okay, the next one is a long one. It's when someone asked about my go-to tips for building muscle. And